So your assignment, Miss Rowley, for this week is to combine the physical, which you would have done for this week, with the vocal, right? So, and you'll do fine with this. So here's an example, Miss Rowley. Here's how it would work. Have everybody sit at their desk. Give each person a card. Everybody gets a card, right? Keep it secret. If somebody sees your card, it's no big deal. And then you have a short 3 to 5 minute rehearsal, right? So you give the cards out, let everybody stand up and find a spot. And actor, when you get your card, Mrs. Rowley is going to give you a couple minutes to come up with your body, right? Your posture and your gesture, and your sound, okay? So you give them a short rehearsal. Then you come back and you sit, right? Each person comes up in front of the class one at a time. They show you the card, and so you know and they know. And then you're going to show the class your idea. Miss Rowley, you're the director, right? So if they're stuck, you spur them on. If they don't have an idea, you offer suggestions. You can ask the audience, what could they do, right? So you either individually or as a class are building their posture, gesture, and voice, right? So you're going to act it out for each other, and then when I come back next week, I'll sit, right, and then you'll have them come up one at a time, right? So think, Miss Rowley, it's as if, it's like if you were going to do this for the PTA or for the 3rd grade or for the parents, right? So you want to begin thinking like the director. How am I going to have my actors sit? Where's the stage? What's the order they're going to come up in, right? And do they have their idea well worked out, right? Because that's where we're headed eventually. So you want to start thinking about that now. So for example, right? For example, right? He gets a card, Miss Rowley, right? Everybody gets a card, right? He gets his card. He looks at it, right? He goes off over here and he practices his idea as best he can. 2 minutes, 3 minutes top. They come back and sit down. He comes up, he shows you the card, right? I'm you, he shows the card. Okay, now you see this idea, right? So stand up, right? So you're going to say, okay, now show us your idea, right? And I'm kind of condensing it here, right? So you see what that is? Do you know what that is, right? Do you know what that is? So come over here. Okay. Right, so he's over here rehearsing. So this is a rock star guitar player, okay? Do you know how to do that? Show me that. And can you go, and what sound do you make when you play guitar? Yeah, okay, good. All right, so he has his idea as best he can, right? So then you come back. So then he gives you the card, and you say, okay, and when I say action, you and me are going to do it together, okay? We're going to do what we rehearsed over there. Ready? And action. Okay, go down on your knees, right? I always love this one. Right, go down on your knees, right? And you make your sound. And then you can say freeze or stop, right? And then you say, okay, audience, what character was he? So who does that make him? Who plays a guitar like that? What would we call someone who plays a guitar like What is it? Rock star, right? Good. So that's what we're striving towards, right? Good. Let me hear your sound again. Yes, good, right? Very good, very good, right? So he'd have that. You'd help him just clean it up. He'd sit down the next one, right? Bring that through, okay? Good. Is that clear? Does that make sense? Great. Okay. All right, actors, put your eyes on me. Put your eyes on me.
I can't see.
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, shh, quiet please. Actors, what a good job you did today, right? What a good job. Here's what I like that you did today that I thought was so good. When we were playing our What Are You Doing game, everybody had such great animal suggestions, and when you were modeling it, right, you were very clear with your idea. And then when everybody participated, you had great ideas. I saw really good ideas come from you for your animals, right? And then, right now, when we were doing our voice, you had good attention. You paid attention, you listened, and you followed my instructions well. So good for you.